Well, thank you, Deputy Speaker. Incompetence and mismanagement. It's a lot to hear from those opposite when I think back through their track record in government. Incompetence and mismanagement. Now, I'm pretty sure this over there was the government that forgot to order vaccines in the middle of a pandemic. Incompetence and mismanagement. The people over there who gave us robo-debt, most certainly incompetence and mismanagement. The people over there who for a decade denied climate change, most certainly incompetence and mismanagement. The people over there who ignored Australian women, who had keeping wages low as a deliberate design policy. I could go on, but it is clear that if we are talking about incompetence and mismanagement in this place, it is certainly not something that comes from this side of the chamber. It is absolutely something that we have from 10 years of a government that could not deliver. Liberal Nationals who did nothing, decade of denial and drift. Of course, since we have come into government, we have been working hard to turn things around. And we have made cost of living our #1 priority. We have delivered a budget that is for every Australian. Tax cuts for every taxpayer, energy bill relief for every household, stronger Medicare in every community. We've wiped $3 billion off student debt, and I've talked to so many students in my community that I know that is really important for. Cheaper childcare, supporting women to get back into the workforce. Cheaper medicines, fee-free TAFE. Again, this has been huge in my community where so many people are taking up the opportunity to get the skills that they need to get the jobs of the future. And of course, we are investing in homes and affordable homes and social housing right around the country. Another area that was grossly neglected under the incompetence and mismanagement of those opposite for nearly a decade. We have done all of this while being in the position of looking at back-to-back surpluses. That's right, delivering not just the coffee mug, but the actual surplus, the actual economic management that this country needs. Of course, while we've been doing this work, those opposite have spent 2 years essentially saying no to everything. They did vote against energy bill relief. They have said no to cheaper medicines. And of course, they continue to say no to secure jobs and to better pay. They said no to our tax cuts, and they said yes, and they said no again, and I think they eventually said yes, but it's a bit hard to follow. In general, the approach of those opposite is to say no. It is not to back in Australian families. It is not to back in Australian households. It is not to back in the work that needs to happen. And of course, we had the member for Lindsay just then take us through some of the greatest hits, the few ideas that are on the table. Super, to buy your first home. Well, what a gift for young Australians. Those opposite would say to them, look, we'll let you raise your super now, most likely driving up what we know is already a very large cost of a first home. And then when you come to the end of your life, after you've played this inflated price for your first house and rated your super to do it, when you get to the end of your life, well, then you'll have less money to retire on. That is not fair. That is not a plan for the future. That is those opposite suggesting that young people in this country don't deserve the support, don't deserve the investment to get into an affordable house. Of course, we have this motion today thanks to the member for Hume, and it does seem like the member for Hume can't quite kick the habit of self-congratulation in this place, and well done, Angus, and thank you for bringing this on. Of course,